Oh, no, I've lost my headset.
Hello.
Ray, can you hear us, Ray? I've got everybody in one ear. Oh no, now I've torn it. I'm not being funny. I just Ray was having problems. He couldn't hear it. Oh, that's better. I've got it now. Ray was having trouble, and then I just kicked the thing as well. Anyway, happy Tuesday.
Happy Tuesday, everybody. Happy Tuesday.
I tell you what, I am so excited. We've had, well, I mean forever, but the last couple of months have been sterling in terms of Stadia Pro games. There's no reason to think this month ain't going to be no different. What do you think, fellas?
Super excited to see what's going to be.
Fantastic. They blew me away with FIFA 23, so man, sky's the limit.
They did. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Keep hitting that refresh button, boys, because I've got it up here, missus, and it's still showing me old school. But
no, it should be live. I can see it now.
Is that the one, the 28th of June?
No.
No. What?
Where are you?
Hang on, where am I?
Refresh.
No, it's not that. It's it's showing me the 28th of June, boys.
That's weird.
What apart? This is the most professional show on Stadia. What about this one that's the 28th of June? Could it be that one?
No.
What's going on, boys?
Quick,
June was good.
Send me the link. Do anything.
Yep, I did in the private. Check the private.
You've checked it. I'm checking me privates.
Yeah, check the private.
Make sure there's no ticks.
Oh, what? Don't you be swearing. Don't you? Yes. Oh, wow, look at this. We got it.
Yeah. I talked about this. I think I talked this on Jeff's show yesterday. I said, I hope Monster Jam 2 becomes a pro game.
Yes. Definitely.
Yes.
Ooh, now I can experience Welcome to Elk.
Yeah.
Welcome to Elk. Look at all this. We got FIFA 23 is a pro game. Who would have thought it? I'm joking. It's not. Don't get excited. So much going on. All this stuff over here is news, and then we've got these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pro games. Saints Row. Who was it yesterday? Said Saints Row was going to be a.
It's coming to Stadia. Wow.
Good shout. Yeah.
Let's read it down the list, boys, and thank you, chat, for joining. Sorry, we'll come back to you in a minute. You know what it's like. We were right up to the wire because we couldn't get Ray's headset to work, but we got there. Don't blame Ray. This week on Stadia, Summer of Games. Always blame Rock. You want video games? We have video games. Need summer plans that don't involve braving the heat. Let's not talk about heat. We've got you covered. Make room in your backlog, missus, for a new round of games coming to Stadia Pro. Did I say round of games or ground of games? I don't know. With a new month comes a new slate of 6 games being added to Stadia Pro's library of more than, count them, 50 games. Launching directly into Pro on August the 1st. When is August the 1st? This Saturday, isn't it?
Monday.
Monday.
Yeah.
Monday. A day is Calico, a day in the live community sim with an all-important task. To rebuild the town's cat cafe, Pro subscribers can look forward to claiming the following new titles. Saints Row the Third Remastered, boys. Mm-hmm. Actually, that's amazing. Monster Jam Steel. Ray, go on. Let's have a hoot from Ray for the Monster Jam Steel Titans 2. Calico. That's the Cat Cafe. Shantae, Half Genie Hero Ultimate Edition. Murder by Numbers, Welcome to Elk. There you go. Let's have a look at these. So, the fate of the Forgotten City. This is in your hands. Travel 2,000 years into the past and relive the final days of a cursed Roman city, where if one person sins, everyone dies. Combat is an option, but violence will only get you so far, only by questioning an intertwined community of colourful characters cleverly exploiting the time loop and making difficult moral choices. Can you hope to solve this epic mystery? So this is a brand new game. It's coming to Stadia July the 28th, guys. That's when's that? This Friday? Thursday. Wow. Take the world's game on the go in EA Sports FIFA 23. It's coming to Stadia, boys. It's coming. I mean, it's coming. FIFA 23 brings the world's game to the pitch with Hypermotion 2 technology on Stadia, utilizing twice as much match data captured to bring over 6,000 authentic animations to FIFA 23. So he's like one of them and bit of that. You see, that's like 400 animations between all that. Experience both the men's and the women's FIFA World Cup at no additional cost via post-launch content updates. Enjoy a new way to play in FIFA Ultimate Team with FUT moments. What's that stand for?
FIFA Ultimate Team?
Yes, it says it right before it, John. Look at that. I tell you what, if we all had a brain, we would be a scarecrow. With FUT moments, crossplay features, and much more in FIFA 23. And then there's this chart. Now, I'm no good at charts because it's just like, no, information overload. But it's versus friends and matchmaking. So, and you can play, look at this crossplay, guys. PS4, Xbox, PS5, nice. Stadia PC, everybody online. It's quite cool. So online friendlies over here with this bunch of folk. FUT, FIFA Ultimate Team. Play a friend.
What are you talking about?
What the FUT are they on about there? FUT online friendlies and a whole bunch of other stuff. Moving on, FIFA 23 launches September 30th. It's only like the month after August.
How much is the game, Rod?
How much is it?
Yeah.
I haven't a clue, mate.
No,
I'd like to know where I can get a good FUT.
Oh no! You can pre-order though, William.
Nice.
Yeah, you can. You can get in the queue. Launches September 30th with Ultimate Edition offering 3 days of early access starting September 27th. So you get to play it 3 whole days ahead of everybody else. In fact, Ultimate Edition pre-orders made before August the 22nd receive a World Cup hero item for your Ultimate team. So there you go. When's the World? Is it the World Cup this year or next year? Let's put the old boys on the spot there.
I have no clue.
It's not in 2020. It's not in 2023, guys.
Next year, Ray. Next year? It's not next year.
No, it's not next year.
Oh, because it's FIFA 23. Why do you not think it's next year then, Ray? I mean, I don't care. And I don't know. Oh, $89.99, William. There you go. That's in your US dollarage. Dre says it's this year, and Dre will know because he's a talent. Did you know Dre's a talent scout for soccer, for football? Did you know?
Many talents.
He is a man of many talents. He's a fully trained soccer talent scout. So he goes around Spain and other countries. And as Jeff says, hi Jeff, no more FIFA for EA. No, they're going to have a special EA only, aren't they? What do we got here then? We got play before you pay. 17 new trials on Stadia. Oh my god! I mean, we had 100 and something just a couple of days ago because I did a video on it. So, what do we got here? We've got it's not much bigger, is it? Stream World Quest, Trails of Cold Steel 4, Figment. Yeah, Farming Simulator 22, Shakri, which of course is a pro game this month, this brand new for August, beg your pardon. Trine 4, Everspace, that's a good game. Phoenix Point, that continues to be a trial. I played that one the other day. Do you know, that's been my biggest video to date in the amount of time that it's been out there. I looked yesterday, it's only been up 2 or 3 days and it had like nearly 2,000 views. I couldn't believe it.
Wow.
Trails of Cold Steel, SteamWorld 2 Dig, all the SteamWorlds basically. This heist, 100 Days, Dawn of the Monsters, Merrick's Market, and Power Rangers. So there's some crackers there. Thinking about adding a new game to your lineup? Why not give it a try without spending a dime? 17 new trials are now available, so that you can easily try games like Farming Simulator. They give you 3 hours for Farming Simulator.
Holy mackerel!
No, they don't. Yes, they do. It's more than that. It's 4 hours.
Holy.
My maths are so embarrassing. Legend of Heroes, that's 2 hours. SteamWorld Heist is an hour, but 4 hours on Farming Simulator.
That's crazy.
Wow. Yeah.
Well, they had to add the hours because there's a lot of work when you're doing farming. You can't really get through that sometimes really quick. So
yeah, but don't you think you'd know if a game was for you after an hour or two? I mean, don't get me wrong. I think it's lovely, and it's really generous and stuff.
I think what they're hoping is that you get the hook, and you pay for it after your time expires.
Yeah,
Right.
Yeah, it's not like a quick something you get in and do it real quick. I mean, there's a lot of stuff you got to do.
That's fair. No, that is fair.
Yeah.
Cloud Validation, who's one of my favorite community guys, he says the regular version, we're talking FIFA, is available as well for pre-order at $69, so it's $20 less than the $89 Ultimate Edition that Stadia are obviously pushing with all of its perks and such.
I'm going for the 69.
So Rokk,
It's nice to have a 69 with a FUT, isn't it? Yes.
so Rokk, what's interesting is our European friends, such as yourself, you get the game cheaper. It's $59 for you.
Is it?
For the regular version. Yeah.
Wow. I wonder why that is then.
European discount.
That's right. Yeah, the Euro discount.
Yeah, but I mean the pound is awful against the dollar, so I'm amazed.
So wait a minute. There's a regular, there's a standard, there's a legendary.
Well, there's two. I think there's just two versions. I'm not sure.
I think there's three.
Is there?
I
tell you what, Ray. You hold that thought, my friend.
Okay.
We'll just get through the rest of this. It's super exciting. I'm so excited. It's like Christmas. I want to crack on, and we'll come back and we'll have a look and see exactly.
Yeah.
What? Sorry, Alexa, I didn't ask you anything. Thanks. Just keep it to yourself.
That was very polite, Rokk.
It was very. She wasn't sure about it, bless her. PUBG Battlegrounds, new 8x8 map, Deston. Now, you guys have played this, haven't you?
Oh, yes.
Deston presents you with diverse biomes, a flooded downtown embracing one of the tallest skyscrapers you've ever seen in PUBG, a murky swamp, clear coasts, beautiful mountains, and unexplored islands. How can you look at any of that stuff when you got some guy sniping at you?
Well, the interesting thing is they actually changed up some of the mechanics and how the game plays. Like you can run up to a super tall building and now propel yourself up to the top.
Wow.
So
nice.
There's rooftop fighting now. There's a whole bunch of stuff.
You can also take a drone and go inside a small space in a building and pick up a key card to open up a room full of loot. So I finally accomplished that last night.
Nice.
That's amazing. What do you guys think then? Overall, new map.
Love it.
Yeah, I love it. I love it. It's quite large, and not all of it is a city skyline, but there's a lot of city there. It's an incredible map. I've loved so far what I've played of it.
Oh wow. Yeah, you know what? That's going to have to be. We'll come on to this later. That's going to be after future game. It's going to have to be a future game, William. You know what I'm talking about.
Oh yeah.
We'll come back to that. Surf the waters in Wavetail with play days this week. Play Wavetail all this weekend without dropping a dime from July the 28th through to August 1. So that's like most of the weekend, including Thursday. Mm-hmm. We're kicking off play days for everyone to enjoy. When do they not have a play days or a weekend? I mean, last weekend we missed it. There was I forget what the game was now, but I noticed it. Anyway, enjoy. In this exclusive story-driven action-adventure game, you're invited to help unravel the past, save the islanders from mysterious sea monsters, and discover secrets hidden under the surface. To continue playing Wavetail after the Playdays event, you can purchase it. Actually, this is one of my favorite pro games. It's so underrated and understated.
Yeah.
It's just a beautiful game, isn't it, guys? And you can just chill out with it. It's lovely.
I love the story too in it.
Totally agree. I love riding the wave and scaling the buildings. Is my favorite.
Yeah, it's a lovely game. I hope if you guys haven't played it before, go and give that 4 days. I can't remember how long it is. I mean, you may be able to finish it in 4 days, but it's certainly worth.
Oh yeah, you will. It's I think like in under 10 hours you can beat it. So
okay, so you could certainly yeah. Well, that's lovely, and also I'm guessing the developers get paid for all anybody that uses the game in that period. So you're not sort of doing anybody out of shekels, as it were. Explore a ravaged globe in Phoenix Point Complete Edition. The Earth has been overrun, William. A mutating alien menace threatens the last remnant of mankind. It could have been you. Only the Phoenix Project, a secret organization of the best minds. That would be you, Ray, and bravest soldiers left on Earth. That would be you, John, can repel the invasion and reverse the inevitable. The Phoenix Project looks to you, Ray, for leadership, research, and develop new technologies. Explore a ravaged globe, build your bases, manage resources, and dominate the battlefield. The acclaimed strategy game from the creator of XCOM is now assembled into the Ultimate Collection, including all released add-ons, content updates, and product improvements over 4 years of development. Do you know what? I did a first look. This stealth dropped. Was it Tuesday? I think it was Tuesday. It stealth dropped. No, Friday. Sorry, Friday last week. I got up really early because I forget who it was. It was one of our good friends on Twitter. Might have been Mr. 1030. He's usually pretty much on the money there. Said, "Oh look, stealth drop." So I dived down, set it all up, did it, and XCOM I never really got into, and I thought this isn't going to be a thing I'm going to enjoy. I flipping loved it. It's such a good game. I mean, you can see that in the video as well, because and I think I do about an hour and a half, but at the beginning I'm like, I don't know, I can't get my head around all these maps and menus and all this stuff. By the end of it though, I was like, I really want to keep playing. I'm enjoying this. It was good fun. So yeah, that's definitely one to look at. And of course, as I mentioned, it's on trial, so you can play it for up to 2 hours. And that's definitely enough time to get through the first couple of missions, which are sort of training stuff, and then decide if you want to play. It's not super expensive either. Bearing in mind, I know Phoenix it's been out there in Stadia World now for a little while, but this is all of the DLC. This is everything. This is the complete edition, which I think not only did we get it day and date, I think it also came out on other places day and date, which is cool. But definitely one to look at and give that trial a go. See if it's your thing. Finally, guys, Destiny 2's Solstice event is in full swing now. Destiny 2's Solstice celebration, they've been doing this for a little while. It returns now in 2022 with revamped sets of glowing armor, new rewards, and the new Bonfire Bash activity. Grab your event card from the quests menu, get your free set of armor, and celebrate the summer with a roaring bonfire, because everybody has a roaring bonfire in the summer, don't they? And an ice cold stasis hand cannon. It can get chilly in these parts. Play it through August the 9th for no additional cost on Stadia. That's a great thing. All of their kind of events, their seasonal events, are always free. Even if if you've got the free Stadia, you can do all their seasonal stuff, and it's really cool. There is a bit of a microtransaction thing this time around, which was a bit disappointing to see. Not that they've not always had them, but they've kind of made it front and center. It doesn't stop you from enjoying it, but it's like, or buy the card. It's like, no, come on, guys. Particularly as you've just got 4.5 billion from Sony, you really need to be pushing it that hard, How much money do you want? Wowza, a massive, look at this, it's a 4-scroller. And I didn't even zoom in, which is what I normally do. Shall we go back over... John, quickly, how long have we got you for, my friend? I know that you grace us by your presence.
I could probably go for another 20 minutes.
So spry. He's quite spry.
Wow. I'm impressed, sir. Zip it up here. So we'll skip Judge John then, because we could easily take 20 minutes to run back over this and have a look at some of the detail. Couldn't we? You okay with that, my friend?
Yeah, of course, certainly.
Good. So we've got all of these. Let's have a quick look. We're all familiar with Saints Row, right? Yeah. We're all pretty much familiar with
that. Great series. They have a great comedy element to the game and interesting characters. Lots of fun with those titles.
Awesome. There is a new Saints Row that we will be getting. I know there was a lot of, are we going to get it? Are we really going to get it? But it's definitely on the cards now, isn't it? So there's no reason to assume we won't do. So this is definitely, if you've not played this, in prep for the new one. I don't know if there's much. Is it kind of continuation of characters and stories? Do you know, guys, in the new version, or is it
loosely?
Okay.
Well, I mean, at least for the series, moving like from 1, 2, and 3, it's all loosely based in the same world. And then I think number 4 stuff got crazy.
Like
18.
No spoiler alert, but the in the first 2 minutes of the
Syndicate
fourth game,
has to answer for what they did. And this time, we're taking...
There you go. We turn the sound down because that's
not a kids game though, guys.
No,
don't let your kids play this.
It's like an adult version of, I mean, GTA is an adult, but it's like a very adult version of GTA with very adult humor.
Yeah, I heard that originally that was their the premise was they wanted to make a kind of a GTA alike, and then they just thought, you know what, let's just go stupid with it. So you do have some bizarre stuff going down. Graphically, it looks okay. I think I remember when Lee. Cloud Gaming Dad was playing it and he wasn't super impressed, but I think again with a lot of these games you've kind of got to press through the first few hours, haven't you, and really get under its skin.
Especially number 4 felt like a superhero demo platform, like to test out like, because you feel like the Flash, you feel like Superman at some points. Pretty interesting. But all this stuff, like this version of the game we're getting for Pro, is very much GTA style.
Right. Definitely. Yeah.
Yep.
Well, that's awesome.
It's really fun, and it's glad to see that it's coming to Pro, and looking forward to the Saints Row. I guess it's one coming in August. It's like a reboot, right?
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
They're retelling the original story. Yeah.
Well, you can see here, look, I mean, its normal price pre-Pro is £35, which is what, about $40 maybe a little bit more than that, maybe 50 Canadian. So that's a value we're getting there. You know, that's
for sure.
That's a definite value.
Well, I think they're smart, and I think a bunch of people that dive into this game who find they like it and they put the time in, they're going to certainly purchase the next one. So good on them for giving it up that way.
Yep.
Well, exactly, and shout out, and I think it was Code Z. Shout out to him. He said this morning, I think, or yesterday, Saints Row Remastered, because they're launching the new one. He was on the money there. Apologies if it wasn't Code, but I'm fairly certain. So yeah, absolutely superb. Definitely one that I'm going to get my head into. Let me see. Next up, and I know, Ray, you got super excited when you saw this.
Well, this game's dear to my heart because when they come out here to Oakland, I always take my son to go see it live. So we've actually seen some of these vehicles live, and
nice.
And I love it. I love it. My son got surprised because they came up to him and put him in front of the whole Coliseum and gave him a prize.
Oh, wow.
They gave him a book. What's your name? Evan Ray Sherrod. Hi. Oh. Well, here's a catalog with all the cars. So he got a book, and he got to see where he was from. So
bless him.
I almost bought this on. And something told me, you know what? I think it's going to come to Pro. And then last night, somebody asked what game you thought was going to come, and I said, I hope Monster Jam Steel Titan 2. So I got my wish. So I'm very happy. Very happy.
Awesome. That's a lovely story. Again, look at that value. $35, $40, $45, 50 Canadian, somewhere around there.
Yep.
And so that's 2 so far that we're getting up to about $80 to $90 worth, and we've still got 4 more.
4 more.
Yeah.
Wow. So the next one's interesting. I don't know super duper about this one, but let's have a look. This is Calico.
I'm going to play this. I'm going to play it.
Here we go. Here's a Stadia trailer. It's 2 minutes 22. So let me go widescreen on this one. There we go. There's a little pussy cat. Look. Oh.
Wow.
It's just been a funny old month for cats, Ray, hasn't it? I played Stray, finished that darn thing off.
What'd you think of that, Rock?
Oh, I loved it. I loved it. Yeah, I captured it for my Rock Play channel. As you know, it's everything else but Stadia, and I've got about 6 hours worth of video there.
Awesome.
Finish the whole game off, so you can chart through the whole thing. I got to
jump back into it, but I do love it as well.
It's a great
game. This has a very incredible hand-drawn art style.
That's what I love.
It's called rotoscoping, William, and that's exactly what I was just thinking. So where they take either existing computer graphics or real-world animation or video, and then paint over the top, that's called rotoscoping. And that has that definite feel.
She's riding a pig.
Yeah.
Would you know some of our prime ministers have done that? Just Google it if you think I'm joking.
I'll check it out.
That does look good though. I do love that style, that painterly style.
Yeah, that will look great on my new TV.
Yeah,
all the colors and stuff, the HDR. I bet.
Do you know what? Do you guys remember a long time ago in the first year of Stadia, and I think it was Aaron who did they did a whole like after the developers conference, they did a thing where they showed what was possible with Stadia, and they showed how they would be able to bring a whole game in and then reapply filters over the top to give it a different art look. Do you remember that?
Yeah, I remember seeing.
There was this kind of paint, and there was that kind of. I'm not suggesting for 1 minute that's how this was done, because I probably stored and is in an archive somewhere. But it has that kind of look to it, don't you think?
Mm-hmm.
It definitely does.
Looked like they were about to play Quidditch for a minute there.
Quidditch.
They're looking for the snitch, the golden snitch.
Whitethorn Games yet again championing the independence, which I absolutely love about Stadia. So there we go. Calico. Wasn't Calico a cat in what was the cats, the Andrew Lloyd Webber video thing? Was that one of the, was there a cat called, I mean, Calico's a color, but I can't remember if that were the case. I think it seems to.
So weird. Because my first cat was a Calico cat when I had my first apartment. So, wow.
Ah, that's what it is. I knew there was something. It's the color of the cat, isn't it? Do you guys call a tortoise shell a Calico? We call a cat with kind of brown and white mottly effect. We call that a tortoise shell. You guys may call it a Calico. Maybe there's a difference there. Yeah. Next up, Shantae. Is it Shantae or Shanty, guys?
Shanty, I think, but I don't know.
I say Shantae.
Yeah, Shantae.
Oh, we see. We got a difference of opinion here. So Shantae, I love that. Half Genie Hero Ultimate Edition. Another £30, $35. I don't know what the price of Calico will be, because that was straight to
Calico it's about 15 US.
Okay.
So
it's a low priced indie title, but day and day, I guess, for Stadia. So you guys played this. It's been I've given it a little play, I think. I don't know how I've played it, but it's obviously a little platformer.
I think I played the other one that they gave us for Pro, so I'm excited to check this one out.
I knew I played it. That's right. So this is Ultimate Edition. Presumably, let's have a look. It includes, usually they say this includes, don't they? The all-inclusive version comes with all the previously released content, modes, and costumes. Here we go, show more. Oh, also includes Tinkerbat. That was the porn version of whatever it was called. Yes. So they normally show the DLC stuff, but either way, I knew I'd played it before, but with everything else. So that's good. They do that well on Stadia, don't they?
Well, it's a little confusing because they have 2 or 3 of these titles on Stadia at this point.
Oh, the Shantae thing.
Like some of them are like older versions, like Game Boy versions, or 3DS versions. Like that's the one here is the newer. You can see the graphics look like beautiful.
Painted
cartoony.
Yeah, that's much more of your 8-bit, isn't
retro
it?
style.
Yeah. That's much more down that road. Excuse me. Versus this one, which is, it's a lot more slicker looking. City Slicker. And then Murder by Numbers. Woohoo! $11.99 this one, so this is a slightly cheaper indie title. Have you guys had a little look at this one? You can do it for an hour on trial.
You know, I actually purchased this.
Yeah, I purchased it. Ray, what did you find? Like, I'm interested to hear what you thought of it, because for me, I was totally lost in the puzzle. Like,
you know what? I'm gonna be real nice because I don't like to talk bad about games or I made a promise that I wouldn't say anything bad. My mama told me if you ain't got nothing good to say, don't say nothing else.
Oh,
so
wow.
Yeah.
That looks way different.
Yeah, see those
than you
puzzles?
think.
They're like it's like a visual novel, basically, which it's cool, right?
Yeah.
But then they have these little puzzles for you to solve and figure out. And even with help from the chat, I was totally lost. Like,
Oh, really?
I couldn't even figure it out or get the grasp of it.
Oh,
So,
okay.
but it's good that they have it on
What?
trial here. So
What's this? Handprints bruising found around Dick?
Whoa! You got to be careful with those things.
Dick has a capital D, so I'm hoping to God that's his name. Wow.
I don't know.
They're looking really close.
It only ever happens in our show. Why don't we ever get this stuff on anybody else's
Why he's
show?
smiling so hard, folks?
Wow. That could be very painful. And then finally, do you know what I've been playing a lot, actually, last few days, since I finished Stray? Lake. That's a lovely, fun game as well, just chilling out over, isn't it? We've got so many lovely games.
Lake.
I'm just going back and scooping them up.
Lake, is that the one where you are a delivery person around that area?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Mhm.
Awesome lady.
Yeah. And
I love this game. Love
welcome
it.
to Elk, Ray.
Love this game.
Yeah.
Love this
Between-
game.
This is a hidden
Between-
gem for sure.
I
Between
beat
my
this game.
backlog and like all the free trials of the games that I haven't played yet that I do want to check out, I've got a lot of gaming to do, man.
Yeah, you
So
did.
much gaming.
So
I
I
know.
actually this year I beat this game and
Did you?
I love it.
I watched you play
definitely
it, and I was gonna say I watched Ray play it, and there's definitely adult themes, and it's a very weird game.
That's what I'm worried about the screen, because I remember doing that before and then go, hey, get the out of here. So whoa.
This game has a wonderful story. There's all kinds of puzzles. I love playing the puzzles, and guys, I mean, it's a really cool game. You guys should try it out.
Do you know,
definitely
I love the art style. It reminds me of something like Where's Wally, or Waldo, as you guys call it. You know, that sort of... That...
Hey, look here. Look, you can be a surgeon.
It is like the characters, like their personalities, and
You ever see
like we said, the
that
story is fantastic.
you ever see that children's book Where the Sidewalk Ends? That's the type of art that this reminds me of. And
Where
if
the
you haven't seen
where
it,
the cyborg ends.
no,
did you
where the
say?
sidewalk ends. It's a very weird drawing.
Because I remember
book for
that
kids, but-
it was about now. You bring it back. Sorry, Ray. Oh no, that's the one I didn't want to show up on the screen. Look away, folks. Look away. I knew it does have some Rudies in.
It has some wonderful characters. I just love how they run across the screen. I love the legs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is gorgeous. Ray, how long roughly did it take you to complete?
Oh, this is one of those I had to go. I mean, it took me a while because I played it, put it in the guys. Go back.
Hey,
Whoa.
You got some gems in your backlog, man. You got a lot of games.
Yeah.
There's a lot of games. I just said, you know what? I got to finish this, so I did. And, and then
I'm
shout out
definitely
to the
playing it.
developers of the game. They gave me a shout out when I told on Twitter that I developed the game. So thank you guys.
Wow. Did anyone notice the image showing the dungeon of Nachulbeck? Just got here, so I don't know if someone mentioned it. No, I don't know. Does anybody know anything about the dungeon of Nachulbeck?
I'm gonna give that to Pro. That's something.
Oh
Pro
no,
right
you're
there.
gonna.
Do we even?
I have no clue what he's referring
you know
Oh,
what
he
they're
means up
talking about?
here. Is he meaning?
No, look on. I think it's on Twitter when Stadia
There it is, right
tweeted
there.
it out. Yeah,
It's on top of. Isn't that on top of Forgotten City.
Yeah, it's a chicken edition too.
Chicken edition. Hang on, where am
That's
I?
what it says. Yeah, so go to Twitter.
Whose Twitter are we looking at, guys? Whose account?
Stadia.
Stadia. Okay. They normally. I thought I had them under the old bell so that I always see their stuff. Stadia. There we go. Oh yes. Oh, this is Clive. I got Clive's. That'll do.
Okay, sure. Yeah.
Oh, so he's saying
the
this
picture on the blog.
Yeah, yeah. So they're talking about this thing here. Now we've seen this before, haven't we? Where they've placed something in the top of the graphic at the top, and it hasn't been in the text.
It wasn't mentioned. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know that I can. Yeah, I found this before. You can't zoom in on the exported image, but I should be able to do it here to a degree.
I'm not familiar with the game either, so it'd be interesting. To see.
No, me neither. What's it called? Let's look it up. The
Dungeon of
NAHEULBEUK.
NAH. Yeah, got it. Okay.
Make sure you got chicken edition. We want the
chicken edition.
I don't know what it means.
I think I'm gonna have some chicken nuggets.
Right I feel like chicken tonight.
Those are delicious.
I feel like chicken tonight. So it's obviously a Switch game. Here we go. And big thank you to Nintendo Hall for stealing or embedding your stream in my video. Just to give you the shout out there. So here we go. It is a little orc. There's an orc.
Whoa! There. Look at the whoa.
Yeah, that's all right. It's a man's nipples, Ray. You can. You're okay with those.
Not memories.
Not thanks for the memories.
I was talking about his ears, Rock. I was looking at his ears.
Yeah, they are big.
Oh no.
No, he does definitely has a couple of large ears. Mm-hmm. So what do we got? RPG. Reminds me of crikey! I always do this and I can't remember.
Like Diablo.
It looks cool.
Diablo, yes, that kind of a thing. Thank you. And what's the one on Stadia that's not Diablo but it's similar? Oh crikey! I bought the
Baldur's Gate 3.
No,
because that's just top down.
I know what you're talking about.
Older one.
December of 2019. It was like one of the first games after launch.
I bought it. Yeah, exactly.
Oh gosh,
what's it called? You got the two like the Horsemen of the Apocalypse and stuff.
Yep, exactly right.
Hey, Pro, we can team up, man. We can team up and do it.
I see that.
Darksiders Genesis. Thank you, Chance Steve.
Yes, that's it. Yeah.
Thank you, my friend. I'm excited about the Forgotten City. It was a BAFTA Game of the Year nominee.
We're going to talk about it next.
We will. Thank you, Jack. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, that'll be a little similar to BG3, Ray, the way your character moves and then attacks and all that kind of stuff. It's just a little more, it's just a different.
Yeah,
right.
I'll play this for sure. Yeah,
100%. This looks good, doesn't it? So there was no mention of it within, I might be able to do this together. No, it wouldn't let me. Okay. There was no, from memory, there was no mention of it within the twos.
They've done that before.
Exactly. It don't mean nothing. It don't mean nothing. No, I didn't. It ain't got that swing.
No, we could learn more about it next month, or it could stealth drop during the month.
Yes.
Right.
Exactly. It's very possible.
We saw that, of course, with Phoenix Point Ultimate Edition. So that's very, 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 very possible. Where did we get to? We looked at them all, didn't we? So, yes, the Forgotten City. There we go. So, like Jack was just saying. So, let's have a look. This is coming out on the 28th, which is this Thursday.
Get it, guys. Get this game.
The Forgotten City?
Yeah.
City.
What city was that again?
I forgot. You knew where that was going, didn't you? Oh, this looks.
What are you talking about?
What the fuck? This does.
It is an interesting premise.
This does look good. Again, we're stealing this. Let me just tell you where I'm stealing this from. This is IGN. Thank you, IGN. Right. What have we got here then, fellas? Rome.
That's another one right up my alley.
Right up your alley. This is a Roman one. There we have graffiti. You may know that the word graffiti.
beautiful game. This is gonna look really great on your new
Oh,
TV.
don't shoot me there.
This is kind of a rogue, though, guys. Just so you know, it's
roguelike, is it?
Yeah, it can be a roguelike.
Okay. There's Clive without the beard. He's, he's a good-looking fella.
Those beautiful cold dead eyes. Look at them.
Stranger in the night. So is this a new game then? I know nothing about this.
This game was up for awards, actually. I mean,
looks like it came out last year, but about a year ago, right?
2021. There you go. Yeah, literally 27th July last year. Well, at least that's when this video was created.
Oh wow! Mr. Bayram has a very incredible comment down there at the bottom.
So there you go. Do you want to read it out, William?
Yeah. Fun fact: the Forgotten City started off as a mod for Skyrim many moons ago.
Wow!
I can definitely see a little Skyrim in it now. I can.
I agree.
Great shout.
Yeah, you can. As soon as you say it, you can see it, can't you?
Yeah, that's where the cold dead eyes comment came from.
Just imagine walking in old Roman times and all these gold statues turn towards you and start looking at you and shooting arrows.
Let's face it, walking down in any time and having a gold statue walk around and shoot you would scare the heck out of you, wouldn't it?
A little bit.
Look at this old fella.
Oh my gosh.
This is more like me without a beard and hair. Lucretia, yes, this looks a good one. Yeah, you're right, Jack. It's great one to come to Stadia. So we've got how many new games did we have drop on us in the twos? There's this one. There's Calico. Was there
the picture of the other one that wasn't mentioned?
Oh no, yes, yes, that one.
Can't even say it. Yeah,
it was called the thing.
Chicken Edition.
Chicken Edition.
That's all we'll remember, right? Yeah.
Yes, Chicken Edition. I found it actually because Clive had tweeted about it. Clive's out there. Stadia. It's called. Where are we? Clive's video. Where's Clive's tweet? Here we go. Yes, the Bridge of Nachilbuch. Yeah, I have no idea how you would pronounce that. It's going to be some kind of. I don't know, what would you sort of Norwegian, sort of Nordic kind of thing, maybe? I mean, it's where a lot of those, a lot other than the dude that did the Lord of the Rings, a lot of that kind of stuff comes from there, doesn't it?
To say it, I imagine it sounds awful, a little bit Klingon-y, like
Klingon stuff.
Mitoch, bitach.
Mitoch. Exactly right. No, that does look good.
Really good.
Do you know what I'm really excited about this game, actually, guys, is I just never got bitten by Skyrim. And I love the fact that this has a very focused story. You know, in the sense of with Skyrim, it's a massive open world game.
Yes.
You've got to take a while to really get into it and build your character and progress and learn all the lore and everything.
If you don't like exploring, you are not going to like Skyrim. Let me put it that way.
But I do, though, William. I don't understand me. What's wrong with me?
Well, and here's something else, though. It's really hard to piece together the story that happened or what actually transpired in the crypt that you go into, because there's a few enemies, but anything there is dead. You kind of got to piece together what happened there.
Yeah.
I agree with you, Rock, on this one.
Make sure you make the right decisions, guys. And certain people you can trust, certain people you can't trust. I love this game.
Oh my God.
Why is it taking a screenshot? Yeah, well, obviously you can take screenshots because they're showing you that. Have you played it then, Ray?
Yes, I did.
And what did you think? What would you thumbs up out of 10? Verdict. Look, he's even asking you.
I'd give this game an 8 out of a 10.
Wow. Nice. There we go.
Yeah.
There we go.
And once again, this game was up for a lot of awards all over the world.
That's awesome.
And
that is amazing.
So interesting starting off as a mod. That is incredible.
Yeah. But IGN gave it a 9.
There you go. Oh yeah, it's cool.
So Rock, I think I agree with you. Like, I like how this is like you're starting on the ground floor with the story. You don't have to worry about anything back. It's this focused adventure, the story, and I'm really looking forward to it. For some reason, Forgotten City, I thought this was the other hidden object game that they were talking about before. I had totally forgotten about this. And, you know,
on what? On Skyrim or on Stadia?
No. When I saw the Forgotten City, I thought this was one of those hidden object games like Adam Wolf or whatever.
Okay,
Because I think
okay.
that's what I thought. I confused it with it. Yeah.
No. This
great.
This game basically, when you're walking down a hall and you're looking at these statues, you can hear. It's like you have to figure out why are these people were turned into gold? Why are they statues now?
Okay.
Oh.
So that's what you then have to, this whole discovery of what's going on in the world and all these various Roman characters.
Exactly. So you go into portals that take you back in time, so you can figure out what happens.
Brilliant stuff. Thanks for dropping in, Clive. Great show again last night.
The time loop.
So that's that one. That's awesome. I mean, everybody's done FIFA to death. We know what it's all about. That is super exciting news. They've only got to wait a few weeks for it to come to Stadia. I can just imagine in the first couple of weeks of that game dropping, that's all you're going to see down the timeline for everybody. It's FIFA.
Yep.
I mean, it's just massive, isn't it? You can't even begin to express how huge that game is.
Folks, we're getting next
right.
gen
Yeah,
stuff.
I think that's part of the biggest news.
Yeah.
From it, there is it's cross-play with PS5, Series X, PC. So it's what Ray said, next gen or current gen,
Woo-hoo,
and the PS4 and Xbox One they play like with themselves, right? Like it's no cross play with them.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay, that is
There's
interesting.
definitely different versions of the game then.
Yeah.
So look, I'm not putting this out there, but I am. Do you think that has any bearing at all on any upgrades or updates to the blades behind the scenes?
Well, I don't know, because the FIFA last year it was the same thing as like we got with the hyper motion and everything. So I don't necessarily think that.
No.
I think it's probably just because of like the processing power,
right?
Something that they can do with it.
I just want to say I think that's brilliant for Google Stadia to do an expansion in Mexico and also FIFA. That is going to be massive, folks.
Yes,
as huge.
Oh, they love football in Brasilia, don't they? That's going to be absolutely huge. I mean, it's loved all over the world. It is what it is. Yeah, you can't knock it. So that's super duper exciting. And there's lots of football stuff going on. And we just, there's the women's cup going on at the moment. There's is there maybe the European Cup this year? I don't know. No, somebody said it's this year for World Cup. So that's going to be huge. There's always that's always a massive celebration. So when's the World Cup coming out then? I always thought it was around July time. I mean, you can tell I know absolutely zippity doodah when it comes down to football. But that's got to be soon, I would have thought. It's usually it's before the main leagues kick off in September, October time. So it's got to be August, I guess.
They're going to get a metric.
Sorry, John, I didn't see you go, my friend. Have a good one.
They're going to get a few metric tons of cash when this comes out.
Going to get what? Sorry, William.
A few metric tons of cash delivered to their studios.
Yeah, it must be. It must be one of the biggest titles for them in terms of value. Has to be, doesn't it? So that's your FIFA, and everyone's excited about it, which is cool. And John just sent a message, but could you guys see what it said? It is tweeted in our tweety thing.
I will check it out.
I think it was something that he wanted us to have a look at. So yeah, really excited about that one. There's the PUBG thing, which you guys have played and loved.
He said nice numbers.
Okay,
guys,
yeah.
Make sure you hit that thumbs up, and also, guys, you can give a rock sub to anybody in the chat.
Thank you, Ray. You're right. We have got amazing numbers this week, but that's because we have an amazing community. And it's an absolute honor to serve them, and I'm glad people are enjoying the show. We bring our own little brand of entertainment, and it's great to be able to coincide it with the twos as well. So that's all good. Now, this, you guys have all played this. I have got, funnily enough, PUBG in my games list on Stadia is one of the games I've played the most, and yet I haven't played it, if you know what I'm saying. Because we used to do the Friday night. Do you remember, Ray? We used to do the Friday night games, and this was always the big one we ended with. So I've got hours and hours of it. But I never managed to get my head around it. But I know you guys love it, and it's a massive stream. It's a fan of you guys for streaming. You get great viewing figures from it. Have they improved the graphics yet? Because for me, it always kind of felt last gen and -1.
Well, much like Destiny 2, they keep building. I mean, they do a great job of building on top of the game they already have, and make improvements every time they release a new map and stuff. I also, Cloudy V, he believes that they've had some kind of an upgrade on Stadia's end to where all of the games are at 1440p now natively, or something like that. He mentioned it earlier in the chat. But they have expanded this game in many, many ways. The gameplay is much different on this map than it was on the previous maps. So I don't know. They're just doing a great job.
You can take your car to the gas station and get gasoline or petrol, whatever you guys call it. And,
petrol. I love you, Raymond. Petrol.
Petrol. Okay.
Yeah.
So it's a little bit like Call of Duty now, to where you can just leap off a roof and pull your chute at any point and go down. They have these fan boats that are incredibly slow. They're okay on the water, but you can literally just go up on land and just keep cruising. So I don't know. It's interesting.
The land. Oh, go ahead, Brock.
No, sorry, Ray. You go on.
No, and also, I mean, you have the city, you have the urban. You have the desert, you got the mountains. I mean, there's so many landscapes that you can go to and play this game.
Yeah, they definitely knocked it out of the park with the biomes on that map. You get a little taste of everything, and it doesn't feel on top of each other, nor does it feel super desolate. I mean,
I didn't know those guys. I didn't know those guys were on. Why aren't we watching them? Thanks, Stadia. I was going to say the petrol station where you can fill up. Can you blow that up from afar with a grenade launcher?
Yes, you can. That's what they want. That's what they want. I almost got blown up by my own teammate. He wanted to see me blown up. So,
man,
it's really funny. We were doing a custom game to where all of us are against each other, and Ray's like, "Hey, I'm getting gassed. Nobody blow this place up, please." This is so funny.
That is amazing. Cloud Validation says, I promise you there's been an update for Stadia, for PUBG. It looks native 1440 now, where it used to be. Yeah, it always did look kind of low-fi to me. It was 1080p across all maps. The upgrade's very obvious. And not generally across all platforms. That's just across Stadia. I wouldn't be surprised, to be honest with you. And the game, let's face it, I'm not being funny, I know you're running around and stuff, but it's not like there's masses going on. They could pump that puppy out 4K 60 and it wouldn't be a problem, but they'd have to increase their textures. That's always been the issue for me.
Cloudy V is a good player, man. He killed me multiple times. He's good,
mate. He's a superb player. He does extremely well in a number of tournaments. He's a good fella. He's a good fella. That's what they say in Australia. I think let me see, what have we got left to cover up? Because I'm conscious that time's ticking. Wavetail, you can go and check that out, guys. Amazing game, as I said. You've got it for a weekend.
I would pick that up. I mean, that's something now when they have all the DLCs now you got the complete package. It would be a good time. That's when to go in and swoop that up. Yeah,
absolutely. Genuinely a great game. There's loads like that. I mean, we've said this before. You know, you get these games. We've just got another half a dozen games. And I absolutely guarantee you will not get to the end of August having played even an hour into most of them. And you know, this is the thing I'm finding, and we're getting to the end of the month. I'm going back and spending time in games like Lake that I never put the time into in the first place. And happily and loving it. Frog Island, I really loved. I completed Frog Island. Loved that game. I'm still struggling with is it Death Removes Us or whatever it's called? I forget what it's called now. That's a toughie.
Need help with Grime and what was it? Blue something.
Velvet
Blue Fire or
Blue Fire.
Blue Fire. Yeah, I
Blue
Blue
Fire.
Tail. I don't know why I'm thinking of Blue Tail.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. There's so many great games. Right, fellas, that's enough of the news. That is super duper exciting. With another, I knew it was going to be an amazing one. When I said it in the tweet, I thought, well, it's a bit clickbaity, but I genuinely thought it was going to be a great one. And we certainly weren't disappointed, were we? So let's hurry along. We're going to do this. Yeah, Stadia Pro. Tell us all about PGA Tour career home, my friend.
All right. PGA Tour 2K21 is one of my favorite games to play. It is one of the worst ports on Stadia, sadly.
Oh, no.
Yeah, when the game was first launched, there was a bug to where you couldn't even start the game. They did correct that, and then it was later released as a pro title. But if you like golf, you have this game and you have golf with your friends pretty much. That's all you've got on Stadia for golf titles to choose from. But happily, this game is a lot of fun to play. Okay, so I have some tips for you for PGA Tour to make it a little more fun or a little bit more manageable. First and foremost, dress well. There are an abundance of clothing. Yeah, oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. For real, dress well. There's an abundance of clothing options and unlockable content in PGA Tour. Players should seek out the perfect outfit for their individual style or dress up to harass the other golfers. It's a good tactic. You can ask Dandroid because he gets Ray excited all the time. He's got this giant hat that doesn't fit his head. It is amazing. It is truly amazing. Now, my guy, as you can see here, I created him after Anthony. He is the all-purpose golfer. He's got a cowboy hat. He's very shiny. He's very confident.
Is he loud?
Yes. He's He's full of bluster, and he can get that ball in the hole. Now, sadly, Anthony is not a golfer, so he would not accept the challenge to meet my all-purpose golfer on the green and take his beating. So that's not going to happen, but that is my all-purpose golfer. So dress well, definitely. Number 2, upgrade your driver as soon as possible. It's easy to learn to drive your ball. It's hard to master, so it's important to drive as far as you can so that you hit the green in as little strokes as possible. So the farther you drive your ball, the easier time you'll have of making par or getting under par. The third thing would be use clubs with higher forgiveness. So when you're purchasing your clubs or you're choosing your clubs for your bag, if it has a forgiveness level, it's kind of like a cheat. If you swing too light or swing too hard, the game will adjust and give it to you, kind of. It's kind of a gimme. There went Rock, but that's okay. Hey, I'm back. I'm going to continue.
I'm back. Sorry. Dag nabbit. I was sharing a screen and it killed us all off. Hopefully we're all back and everything's good.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
So definitely use clubs or select clubs that have higher forgiveness. When you go in to purchase your clubs, you purchase the club and then you have to decide what version of that club you're going to use. And definitely a higher forgiveness will help you a lot if you biff a hit. Plan accurate approaches with as much precision as you can. With the lower irons and woods, a player may be able to have their approach shots with the point of impact, meaning when the ball hits, it impacts and stops. And learning the difference between how your ball will roll after it impacts is pretty darn important. Another interesting thing is the putt preview. Use that thing wisely. And sadly, I use it as a crutch. So my game has not improved very much. They only let you use it once per putting attempt. So you look at the lie of the ball and where the pin is, and then you adjust, and then you check to see how close you were, and then readjust again. But if you do that often, you're not going to end up learning the lie or the green. You're just going to end up learning where to put the line. So that's where I'm at. I used it way too much as a crutch, and now I need it, basically. If you're in the sand, use a 3-wood to get out of it. Because if you use it like a 5-iron, like I was mentioning before about how your ball hits the ground and rolls, you're either gonna stop on a dime or you're gonna roll way past your target. So pay real close attention to the clubs that you're using. Another thing is when you reset, make darn sure that you're always checking on what club you have, because what the game tends to do is it gives you the safest club for the safest shot possible. So if you're a good golfer and you can get to the green in 2 strokes, you may not be able to with the club they automatically give you, because they're having you play it safe. So you need to make sure that your driver is selected, or whatever club you actually want for the distance you want to obtain is selected, because it will keep giving you the safest club for the safest shot. And that can mess you up. If you're not paying attention, if you're talking or whatever, you'll end up not driving the ball, and it will destroy your what am I trying to say? Your momentum. You know, you start getting birdies and you want to keep getting them birdies, and it's momentum building. Let's see what else. Swing path and tempo meter. 2K21 uses a swing system, and it rewards accuracy as well as timing. So when you go to see me swing here in just a second, you'll see this meter pop up. There it is. To the right above my head to the right is a white line, and that line is your swing. So straight up and down is a perfect swing. If you go off to the left or the right, you'll end up slicing it, and it will interfere with the ball and where it travels. If you have it on easy, of course, it's much wider and way more forgiving. So I try to do a trick shot here, and check this out. This should not have worked. Bink.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Look at that.
I get an eagle now. Woo, an eagly.
Wow. Graphics look good. I mean, I don't know if it's because we're zoomed in.
Look at that sun hitting that water. It looks amazing.
Yeah, the graphics are very nice. The atmosphere of the game is awesome. Just whatever you do, ladies and gentlemen, do not hit the start button. Do not go to the menu in this game. If you hit the start button, the game has this circle that starts going in the bottom right corner. And once that starts, you see the online symbol start to go to. I think it gets stuck in a redundancy check. It's checking for online and content or something, and it gets stuck there for about 5 minutes. It takes you can exit Stadia, exit the game, and come back into the game and start it again before you get to the menu.
Oh, there he's gone. That's never happened before. We got to the wow. Are we? Was there much more that you wanted to run through? Or
no, that's pretty much it. It's not the best port on Stadia, but I have a lot of fun with it. You can get up to 4 people in the same match. There's societies out there. Sorry about that.
No, that's Tiger Woods. You better get it. He's so impressed. He wants you on the squad for the next Pro-Am.
Yeah. So it's not the greatest port, but it is the one that I have the most fun with. And
what is it that isn't? What's the problem with the port per se?
Just the start, going to the menu system is bad, and getting people in your group can be a little confusing. Okay. It doesn't work as well as it should.
Gotcha.
But there are 2 societies that I want to shout out. Panda Dude, his name is Panda Dude on Stadia. It's Stadia LIV Golf Invitational. And then Ryzak, he started Stadia Golfers Association. and he does some crazy courses where we all compete against each other.
Wow.
And that's the other thing about the game. The societies is where you compete with your friends, but you're not in the same game. You're just competing with score. They do have Divot Derby that you can get up to 20 people in the game, but it's just a race to who gets the ball in the hole first. You're not doing a hole 18 or 9 or front 9 or back. Yep. But definitely check the game out. It's a pro title, and it is a heck of a lot of fun if you're into golf.
Do you know, I don't know that I've ever opened it up as a pro title. And you know, I've even had golf lessons, William. I mean, I should have a fair crack at it, but I'm definitely going to do it every single time. And we say this every week. Whenever we do one of these, it gives me such a lovely fresh look at the games that I've kind of maybe ignored or not been. And on that note, before we move over to our final thing for the day, coming up after this show, guys, about 6:30, in about 25 minutes, is a brand new show. It's a pilot for a brand new show. It's called Old Gamer, New Tricks. And every week, which is the plan, I am going to have a super expert guest who is going to take me through a game that I've struggled with. And you hear me say every week how I struggle with these games. Tonight, or this afternoon, it's going to be Cyberpunk. And guess who's taking me through it? William, woohoo, Stadia Pro Gaming. So you'll see there's a link in the YouTube channel. It's a separate, it's not going to run on from this one. It's a separate show. So come along, we'll see how we get on. You may learn some new stuff. I'm definitely going to learn some new stuff. So that's in about 24 minutes, if I can get everything sorted. So without further ado, it's my favorite event of the week. It's Ray. By the way, Ray's off on holiday this weekend, aren't you?
Yeah, we're going to Legoland for our fourth time. So we're going down to like San Diego. And
I bet the hotels are cheap. It's all block work.
Yeah, Daddy got a spa day, so I'm gonna pick a day where.
Spa day, lots of massage. Yes. See, I can't be doing massage. I don't like people I don't know monkeying about around my body.
Hey, I'm just gonna lay there and just fill me up.
Go for it. Let's do this. Now then. This, Ray, it's been such a busy day for me today. I only got to look during the show at who you've chosen today, and I am super excited. I genuinely am, for many reasons. Who are you praising today, Ray?
Well, first of all, I want to say we got amazing gamer ladies out there like Purple Haze and Emma Jane. And I want to send a huge out to an OG, and that is the one and only the Queen Rachel. Awesome. She is one of the most awesome Destiny. If you haven't caught her Destiny 2 streams, she's amazing. I started watching her a while back when she was doing her Red Dead Redemption 2 streams are great. I always, when I get in the chat, I say, hello, Queen. I bow to the Queen. She's a sweetheart. She's always pleasant. She always welcomes people with open arms to come in and check out her amazing streams. But I wanted to just praise her because she's been doing it for a while, guys. She's been doing it for a while. So she also, on her YouTube channel, she does funny clips. So check out some of her funny clips, but definitely check out the Destiny 2. Check out her Red Dead Redemption 2. All Stadia, played on Stadia platform. And but just wanted to praise her because I think she's amazing. Bless you. And
she and the reason I'm excited is that Rach has been she's one of the founding members of Team Rock, and you know I know she's not super flush with cash, and yet she's continued to support me without a break for the best part of 2 years now. She is an amazing streamer, and I've said it before numerous times. In many ways, the quality of her game streams, in the way that she both plays at a high level and is able to interact with her co-players and the chat, is beyond me. And I genuinely bow to her, and I've said it to her publicly and privately. I watch her in awe. She really has it off pat, and she is a lovely human being as well. She genuinely is.
Yeah.
And you know, she tends to do these absolutely marathon streams. She rarely streams for less than 8 hours. It's like, I just don't understand.
Yeah.
I've been dropping. Me and Ray would be like.
Yeah.
But she does, and she does such a great, and also she's always up for, if anybody wants to jump in a raid, she's up for bringing people in and teaching them through a raid and helping them with their characters and better understanding Destiny and stuff. She really is one of my absolute favorite streamers in the community and elsewhere, and I'm so pleased that we finally got around to praising her under the old Ray's praise. So thank you for that one, Ray. That's an absolutely awesome one for me.
Not a problem. Congrats.
As always, we'll be putting Queen Rach, we'll put all of her details in, or I will be putting all of her details into the description after the show. After William and I have had a little play in Cyberpunk, I'll be going back over and filling in all the details. So please do go and check her out, subscribe. Yep. Tune in, watch, and enjoy what she does, because she's an original.
Yeah,
she's
and her
the queen.
Yes,
she is the queen.
And if you wanna, she does have a Twitter page. Her Twitter handle is Queen Rach 69.
I am assuming that's when she was born, but one never asks a lady. That's what I say. Awesome stuff, guys. Thank you so much. Fellas, that brings us to the end of a momentous episode. Six August Pro games. Whew, a handful of sprockets worth of new games that are coming to Stadia. An amazing chat. Absolutely amazing. Thank you so much, everybody. And of course, I couldn't do this show without my band members. Ray, how long are you off to Legoland for?
From July 30th to August 5th, we're flying. We got to catch a flight. Like, I think our flight leaves at 5 a.m. Saturday morning, my time. So we're gonna take the SUV, leave it at the airport, get the airplane, and get a rental. We might go to SeaWorld. I don't know if you guys know, but SeaWorld's out there in San Diego. And
yes.
Yeah. So
what was the name of the old orca? They used to have Shamu or something.
Yeah.
Shampoo.
Yeah.
Shampoo.
Yeah. No, it's not the greatest of. SeaWorld got a bit of a wrapping for treatment of.
Yeah, a little documentary called Blackfish.
Mm-hmm. I've been to SeaWorld a few times, but yeah, got to be careful. Don't touch the fish and don't touch the dolphins, because you know what? Not you, Ray. I'm talking to the chat, because you got sun cream and sunblock on your hands, and it actually irritates them. So
does it? Good job. Good job.
So when you put your hands in, no, mommy, oh man, get out of here. Flipper goes. Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what he. Does.
They got a water park at Lego, and I told my son he wants to get me on the water slide, and I'm not good. Yeah.
Well, we look forward to the videos, Ray. We're looking for the vlogs. You know how it goes.
Got it.
Guys, thank you so much. I love you fellas. John, thank you for coming in. And I know you had to dive out, and we really appreciate you, the time that you can put in these days, and it'll expand over time. So running around, William, what have you got coming up? I know what you got coming up in about 15 minutes, but after that, what are you doing?
Yeah, in 15 minutes, I'm walking and talking.
Teaching an old gamer.
Cyberpunk. Teaching an old gamer some new tricks in about 15 minutes. And then at 4:10, I'll be doing another episode of The Man Cave. And then Wednesday at 12, I'll be playing something with the community. Maybe Extraction again or something. I don't know.
Ooh. So don't forget something special on Sunday.
Oh, yes. A retro rewind this Sunday with none other than Ray Sherrod, myself, and Rock.
It's all of us. Did you know I was in it, Ray?
No, I haven't told him. I didn't, but I think I'm gonna be on holiday.
Oh, Ray can't be in it, William.
Yeah. He's gonna be on a plane.
I might wear my Ray mask. Okay. You wouldn't know. If I put the hat on, you wouldn't know it wasn't him. Brothers from completely different mothers. Raymond, my good friend, have a fantastic holiday. We're not going to see you doing anything, which is good. You're going to take time out, not going to be seen.
I'm bringing my Google Chromebook. I still have my phone holder to play some games on it. So you guys will see me play some games. I'll be playing some games. You might see me in the chat. It's
an addiction, isn't it? I was the same when I went on holiday. I'm like, I'm just going to chill, not doing anything. Within 2 days, I was streaming. I can't help. I've got to do it. Let me do it.
My wife will kill me.
Oh, well, you're a much loved professional in the community. We need to see you. We need to get our weekly fix of Ray. John, of course, without quickly looking, because I'm running out of time, will be undoubtedly doing a ton of streams. Plus, of course, Stadium Connect North, which is a superb show. Is it Thursdays that one goes out, or is it Fridays? I forget. It's a day that it's whatever it is. Go and check out his channel. If you don't watch that show, you're missing out. It's like this, but without the kicks, and with people that know what they're talking about. So go and check that one out, and you'll have a crack in. Except for Ray. All right, Ray, I take it back. I'll wind it back. It doesn't have me in it. There you go. That solves that one. It's Friday. Thank you, Lo-Fi Monk. Guys, thank you so much. I love you to pieces. I love the chat. I love Stadia. I love the Stadia community. Absolutely amazing. My favorite time of the week. And, we will see everybody, minus Ray, next Tuesday. Have a cracking August Stadia Pro Day, August 1. Enjoy your games, and we'll pick it all up where we've left off next Tuesday. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.